I'm reviewing The Hobbit, released on the PlayStation 2. Well, at least my version of the PlayStation 2. As you can see, it was published by Sierra Entertainment, which is defunct and purchased by Activision now. And you got the little PlayStation 2 on the bottom, which brings back a lot of nostalgia, in my opinion, because this is the first PlayStation 2 game I've ever played. I don't know how my parents found this game, why they got this game for me instead of other ones, but I remember being 6 years old in kindergarten playing this game. But without further ado, let's start off. This is a platformer game, obviously, as you can see. And in the first stage, this is it's kind of like it's not an open world, but it's like an exploration. You're basically finding items, just getting, learning the controls, and I think it's a pretty good first level. I know it's not the exact first level. The first level is like a dream-based thing, but this is the first level in my opinion, because it's the first level where it's actually part of the story, and it builds up. It's basically the reason why you're going on all your adventures. But as you can see, it does have even platforming when you're exploring. It kind of introduces the platform elements, like going onto a rope and swinging and hopping obstacles so you don't fall and die. It's pretty good. And one of the first things you'll notice is that there's a health bar at the top, and there's also a weapons system. Like, you can see how many rock stones you have that you can throw, how many potions you have, the currency you have. And they explain the currency is scattered around because apparently there was a hole in your pocket. But this game also has a little bit of stealth in it, which I think was pretty good looking back. But now it's freaking annoying. I mean, I had problems playing this when I was little, but just look at how unresponsive these trolls are. Not the internet trolls, but these trolls. These are the first trolls I've known. They're sniffing around. This troll is obviously glitched out because he's not going back to his position where he's sleeping, and you have to sneak past him. No. He just keeps sniffing and sniffing and sniffing around. So you have to restart the level all over again. But you're also in a cave in one point, and the platforming in the caves are pretty good, in my opinion. You have the spikes. The ropes are actually the most implemented. If there's one place the ropes are implemented, it's right here. Because the ropes can actually fall off. Some ropes can fall off and kill you. And as you can see, there's an outdoor-based, like, when you get outside the cave, you could be outside, and just look at the atmosphere. I mean, in 2003, this is great. In 2013, it's not great, but I'm looking at graphics based on 2013. And you could look at the cutscenes. I mean, they're in-game cutscenes, but, it's nothing awful. Not the worst cutscenes I've seen. I didn't really seem to care when I was 6 years old. And this is one of the hardest. I mean, that whole thing was my fault. Me just dying there. But they're throwing boulders at you to try to kill you. Ugh. Yep. They try to kill you. You have a whole bunch of boulders going at you while you're doing the difficult platforming. It's not an easy thing to do, I have to admit. It's not too easy. You have to make sure you freaking have a lot of potions, which I'm going to talk about very soon. But I'm going to first discuss the combat system. The combat system it's okay. You should be carrying a decent weapon, though. And then here's the pause menu. The quest log talks about what you have to do, specific things you need to do. Your inventory, you can fill up on potions, which I was saying very earlier. Also, upgrades and different, currency counters over here, how much currency you have, and so on and so forth. And, you got your basic options. But I overall think this is a very good game. I mean, it's not very good. I mean, it does have its flaws, such as its platforming. It could